Hello everyone, my name is Jade Tai Wang. My fellow team members Michael Vega, Jessica Villaforte, and Arne Mullen will be presenting the CFA Society Tampa Ethics Invitational. So our case is essentially that Mr. Van Wagen has a personalized IPS for each client when opening their account. Recently, the markets have not been doing too well, and Mr. Van Wagen liquidated his investments until the market stabilizes. However, he did not make any changes for his client's portfolio due to their IPS. We use the CFA Institute Ethical Decision-Making Framework on how to assess how to handle the situation. So this kind of gives us a structure on the best way to see what's wrong and how to fix it. The first step is to identify. We first need to identify that Mr. Van Wagen violated the Standard 3A Loyalty, Prudence, and Care in the CFA Code of Ethics. And that is essentially that members or candidates of CFA, their responsibility to client includes a duty of loyalty, a duty to exercise reasonable care, and investment actions must be carried out for the sole benefit of the client in a manner that the member or candidate believes, given the known facts and circumstances, to be in the best interest of the client. Members and candidates must exercise the same level of prudence, judgment, and care that they would apply in the management and disposition of their own interests in similar circumstances. So in this situation, Mr. Van Wagen, he owes a duty to his clients, and he needs to make decisions on how he would. And unfortunately, he did actions on his portfolio and did not take any actions on his clients. So he's not acting for his clients as he would for himself in this proven fact. So we will go on and see on how we can fix it.
Second step, consider. There are some facts that we need to consider before we can properly declare whether Van Wagen blah 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 blah. Okay. Second step, consider. There are some facts that we need to consider before we can properly declare whether Van Wagen's actions are acceptable or not. First, what level of discretionary investment management have Van Wagen's clients give him regarding investment decisions? If Van Wagen has full investment discretion, failing to adjust his client's portfolio in a timely manner means that he could be in a violation of his duty and loyalty. If the IPS states that in case of a critical event, Van Wagen has the authority to alter the agreed on asset allocation formula, that will also make his actions unacceptable. Second, did the client's IPS address how investment decisions are to be made in the case of drastic changing market conditions? If Van Wagen has limited discretion or the IPS didn't specify about emergency powers to make changes in the portfolio, it could make his actions acceptable. A discretionary investment management are made according to clients' goals and risk tolerance. It ensures that a client has access to better investment opportunities through the portfolio manager. It frees clients from the burden of making day-to-day investment decisions. It also means that the clients must have the utmost trust in the investment manager's capabilities. For clients in discretionary accounts, portfolio managers can act on available information quickly and efficiently. And also, the manager has more buying opportunities that they need to consider when the market goes in a downturn.
The next step we're going to need to address is act. This is how Mr. Van Wagenen should respond in regards to the scenario. Firstly, the action needed to be taken for the scenario would be for Barry Van Wagenen to adhere to Code Standard 3, subsection A, regarding loyalty, prudence, and care, as well as subsection B, fair dealings, of the CFA Code of Ethics. Next, Mr. Van Wagenen should inform his clients through a written, informative letter or email, as well as a phone call, addressing the effect that market volatility is having on their IPS accounts. Lastly, he should advise them to think about liquidating their investments to save profit and mitigate loss until the market starts to level out.
The last step we will need to address is reflect, and that'll describe what Mr. Van Wagenen should do and why. Mr. Van Wagenen has a fiduciary obligation to act with integrity, diligence, and respect, and above all, to act in an ethical manner with the public, his clients, and his prospective clients. Choosing to adhere against the CFA Code of Ethics can result in a permanent revocation or summary suspension of the CFA Charter. By adhering to Code Standard 3, subsection A and subsection B, he can ensure that he abides by the CFA standards of professional conduct while practicing with the best interest and benefit of his clients before his own. This allows Mr. Van Wagenen to maintain his title as a CFA charter without being a detriment to his client's portfolio. Thank you.